You're watching The World Now on TVC News. We'll bring in global affairs analyst Kunle Falowo, who will talk about the case of coronavirus, of course, with the President of the United States, Donald Trump, and is joining me now via Skype from the USA to discuss this. Thank you very much for joining us at this point. Looking at the case with President Donald Trump announcement of his COVID-19 status now, a lot of people have it in mind that this is a hoax, and some believe it's also a political move. What do you think?
Well, thanks for having me. Well, this is huge. Just some few days ago, actually on last week Tuesday, we had the presidential debate where we had the president and the Democratic nominee Joe Biden, former President Joe Biden, badly out at the podium talking about policies and how they want the job, the highest job of the U.S. presidency. We had this, and don't forget that we already had over 200,000 Americans died under the watch of these presidents. And to call this a hoax or a political stunt is just a brazen misunderstanding and just disregard for life generally. And you know, a lot of people are gradually coming to terms with this reality. Also, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson and I believe the Brazilian President Bolsonaro also fell with COVID-19. And I recall that Boris Johnson was admitted to the hospital. He was under the intensive care unit and all of that. And at some point, they thought he was going to die. And this, this is pretty significant. And just for you not to see the tenacity and the veracity of this pandemic is just disregard to life generally.
But with all you have said now, would you say the president has handled the case not too well?
Oh, well, it's pretty obvious. He has disregarded all the safety protocols, social distancing, wearing a mask and all that stuff. He brazenly disregarded all of that is scientific advices. And even if you go to the White House, all the press briefings and the meetings and all of that events going on at the White House, you could see the disregard again from the president down to all the cadets working from the special assistants, the assistants, the everybody in the caucus of the presidency had refused to wear a mask. And this is more like there's a certain report that came out, and they said that some of the workers that work in the White House that actually left the White House had said that if you wear a mask in the White House, you feel like you're looking down upon. It's something that is frowned upon at the White House. This is the height of negligence when it comes to paying attention to COVID-19. And what happens when you disregard all these rules and these safety protocols? There we are, the president and the first lady going down with the virus.
Looking at the rules and the safety protocols, yes, you believe Donald Trump has not handled the case well, but also a lot of medical experts, especially in the U.S., have come out to say that the guidelines that has been set, especially by Fauci, was one of the causes of the rapid cases of COVID-19 experienced in the United States, especially the quarantine that everyone was expected or were expected to go through at that point. Do you think this is the case as well, especially with the rising cases of COVID-19?
Well, Anthony Fauci, the leading infectious expert, had already said that, again, emphasis on donning on your mask and hand washing, social distancing, all of these safety protocols were essential. And one of the most effective tools as we have that we've come to follow terms with is the fact that you should always wear a mask, especially when you're outside and, out and about. And when you have people around you, just wear your mask. Let me take you down to a couple of days ago where the President Trump had a more like a little bit of get together at the White House to announce nomination of Amy Garnett to replace late Justice Ruth Ginsburg at the Supreme Court. They had all the A-list politicians and who in politics come over, and not one of the politicians, they're more conservatives and most of them are Republicans. Not one of them had a mask on. And what we're seeing now is um, more cases of COVID-19 in the midst of those participants that attended that event that day. And not only that, today, some of top aides of the president are actually coming out with their results and saying that they have been infected with the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Kellyanne Conway, the special counselor, former special counsel to the president, has tested positive to COVID-19. The campaign manager of the president has also tested positive to COVID-19, and it goes down and down and down. Luckily, the 77-year-old Joe Biden, who's like a few years older than Donald Trump, at the podium after that event,
All right.
also, you're aware that he tested negative. Him and the wife tested negative to the
All right.
coronavirus. But by and large, wearing the mask saves lives.
All right, Kule Follow-up, Global Affairs Analyst. Thank you so much for talking to us from the United States. Thank you.
Welcome.